Welcome to this deep dive into The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, a book that has become a spiritual cornerstone for millions seeking a more peaceful and fulfilling life. First published in 1997, The Power of Now has since transformed the way we understand the mind, consciousness, and the nature of reality. Eckhart Tolle presents a simple yet profound message. Living fully in the present moment is the key to breaking free from the chains of anxiety, fear, and suffering. In this summary, we'll explore 7 transformative lessons from The Power of Now that can help you embrace the power of the present moment. These lessons are not just theoretical concepts, they are practical, actionable steps you can take to shift your consciousness and experience life in a whole new way. Whether you're dealing with stress, emotional pain, or simply seeking a deeper sense of meaning, these lessons will guide you toward a life of greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. By the end of this summary, you'll have a clear understanding of how to quiet your mind, dissolve your ego, and cultivate a state of presence that allows you to live more authentically and harmoniously. These are the tools that can help you navigate life's challenges with grace and ease, fostering deeper connections with yourself and others. But remember, this summary is just the beginning. The full depth of Eckhart Tolle's teachings can only be truly appreciated by immersing yourself in the complete work. If you're inspired by what you hear today, I highly encourage you to explore the full book. You'll find links to both the ebook and audiobook versions in the description below. Dive in and let the wisdom of The Power of Now guide you on your journey to enlightenment. And before we dive into the first lesson, if you find value in this summary, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Don't forget to like the video, share it with others who might benefit, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's embark on this transformative journey together. Lesson 1. You are not your mind. Key idea. One of the most transformative insights from The Power of Now is understanding that you are not your mind. Eckhart Tolle reveals that while the mind is an incredibly powerful tool, it doesn't define who you truly are. Most of us spend our lives completely identified with our thoughts, believing that the constant stream of mental chatter is our true identity. This identification with the mind is what often leads to anxiety, stress, and unnecessary suffering. Tolle explains that the mind loves to dwell on problems, overanalyze the past, and worry about the future, keeping us stuck in a cycle of distraction and unrest. When we become overly identified with our thoughts, we lose touch with the present moment, the only place where real peace and joy can be found. This identification also creates a false sense of self, known as the ego, which is a major source of our suffering. Practical application. The first step towards true inner peace is learning to separate yourself from your mind. Begin by observing your thoughts without attaching to them. Imagine your thoughts as clouds drifting across the sky, and you are the sky, vast, peaceful, and unaffected by the passing clouds. When you notice yourself getting caught up in a negative thought pattern, pause and observe the thought without judgment. Acknowledge its presence, but don't engage with it, just let it pass. This practice creates a space between your true self and the mind's activity, allowing you to connect more deeply with the present moment. Over time, you'll start to realize that your true self is not the mind, but the awareness that lies beyond it. This awareness is your essence, a peaceful consciousness that is always present. By disidentifying from the mind, you open yourself up to a deeper sense of peace and a more authentic experience of life. By practicing this simple yet powerful technique of observing your thoughts without attachment, you can begin to reclaim your true identity and break free from the mind's grip. As you apply this lesson in your daily life, you'll notice yourself becoming more present, more peaceful, and less influenced by the mental chatter that once dominated your experience. If you're finding value in these insights, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more transformative content. To dive deeper, the full ebook and audiobook versions of The Power of Now are available in the description below. Make sure to like this video, share it with others who could benefit, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new updates. Let's continue this journey toward a more peaceful and fulfilling life together. Lesson 2. The Power of Presence. Key idea. A central theme in The Power of Now is the transformative power of being fully present in the here and now. Eckhart Tolle teaches that true peace and fulfillment are found not in dwelling on past regrets or anxiously anticipating the future, but in embracing the present moment. When we are lost in thoughts about what has already happened or what might happen, we miss out on the richness and depth of the current moment. This disconnection from the now leads to a perpetual state of dissatisfaction and discontent. Tolle emphasizes that the present moment is the only true reality we have. It is where life unfolds, where we can experience joy, and where we can find true peace. By being fully present, we align ourselves with the essence of life itself, allowing us to experience each moment more vividly and authentically. Practical application. To harness the power of presence, start by incorporating mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Begin with simple activities that anchor you in the present moment. Focus on your breath. Take a few moments each day to pay attention to your breath. Feel the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. This practice helps you center yourself and bring your awareness to the present moment. Feel the sensations in your body. Notice the physical sensations you're experiencing right now. Whether you're sitting, standing, or walking, tune into the sensations in your body, how your feet feel against the ground, the texture of the chair you're sitting on, or the warmth of the sun on your skin. Engage in mindful activities. Choose activities that allow you to immerse yourself fully in the present. This could be anything from enjoying a meal with full attention to savoring the flavors, to taking a mindful walk and appreciating the sights and sounds around you. By practicing these simple techniques, you train your mind to stay focused on the present, reducing the tendency to drift into past regrets or future worries. Over time, this practice helps you cultivate a deeper sense of presence and connection with your life as it unfolds. Embracing the power of presence can profoundly impact your sense of well-being and joy. If you're finding these lessons helpful, consider subscribing to the channel for more insightful summaries and tips. For a deeper exploration of Eckhart Tolle's teachings, you can find links to both the ebook and audiobook versions of The Power of Now in the description below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with new content. Let's continue to explore the power of living in the now together. Lesson 3. Overcoming the pain body. Key idea. In The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle introduces the concept of the pain body, a term he uses to describe the accumulation of unresolved emotional pain within us. This pain body is like an emotional entity that feeds on negative emotions and thrives on past hurts and traumas. It can dominate our thoughts, influence our behavior, and perpetuate cycles of suffering if not addressed consciously. The pain body consists of all the emotional pain we have accumulated over time, often originating from past experiences or unresolved issues. When triggered, it can distort our perception and create unnecessary conflict and suffering in our lives. The key to overcoming the pain body is to bring it into awareness and allow the healing process to begin. Practical application. To start addressing and overcoming your pain body, follow these steps. Acknowledge emotional pain. When you notice yourself experiencing strong negative emotions or reactions, take a moment to pause and acknowledge the presence of the pain body. Recognize that these emotions are rooted in past experiences and are not necessarily a reflection of your current reality. Bring it into consciousness. Instead of suppressing or ignoring these emotions, bring them into the light of consciousness. Observe your feelings with curiosity and without judgment. Ask yourself where these emotions are coming from and what they are trying to tell you. Practice self-compassion. Approach your emotional pain with compassion and understanding. Recognize that it is a part of your journey and that healing is a process. Allow yourself to feel and process these emotions without getting overwhelmed by them. Use mindfulness techniques. Integrate mindfulness practices to stay grounded and centered while dealing with your pain body. Techniques like deep breathing, body scanning, or simply sitting in stillness can help you maintain awareness and prevent you from getting lost in emotional turbulence. By consistently acknowledging and bringing your pain body into awareness, you create space for healing and transformation. This process allows you to move beyond old patterns of suffering and cultivate a more peaceful and balanced emotional state. Addressing the pain body is a crucial step toward emotional freedom and personal growth. If you're finding these lessons valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more enlightening summaries and practical tips. For a deeper dive into Eckhart Tolle's teachings, check out the links to both the ebook and audiobook versions of The Power of Now in the description below. Like this video, share it with those who might benefit, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Lesson 4. Acceptance and Surrender. Key idea. A key lesson from The Power of Now is understanding the power of acceptance and surrender. Eckhart Tolle teaches that resistance to the present moment is at the heart of our suffering. When we fight against what is happening right now, we create inner turmoil and stress. Acceptance, on the other hand, means embracing the present moment as it is, without trying to control or change it. Acceptance does not imply passivity or resignation. Rather, it involves a deep acknowledgement of reality and a willingness to flow with it. By accepting what is, you release yourself from the struggle and tension that comes from resisting reality. This allows you to experience a sense of peace and freedom, even amidst challenging circumstances. Practical application. To practice acceptance and surrender, consider the following steps. 1. Acknowledge what is. When faced with a situation that you find challenging or uncomfortable, start by acknowledging the reality of the situation. Instead of resisting or denying it, recognize what is happening in the present moment. 2. Let go of resistance. Notice any internal resistance or negative emotions related to the situation. Understand that resisting reality only creates more suffering. Allow yourself to release these resistances and embrace the current circumstances as they are. 3. Embrace the flow. Surrendering to the present moment means accepting life as it unfolds. This does not mean you should be passive, but rather that you should align with the flow of events, rather than fighting against them. 4. Take inspired action. While surrendering, remain open to taking inspired action when appropriate. Accepting the present moment allows you to respond to life's challenges with clarity and purpose, rather than from a place of resistance. 5. Practice mindful awareness. Incorporate mindfulness techniques to help you stay grounded and present. Regular mindfulness practice helps you become more aware of moments where you might be resisting and supports you in letting go. By integrating acceptance and surrender into your life, you can experience a profound shift in how you relate to your circumstances. This practice helps you cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience, even in the face of life's difficulties. Embracing acceptance and surrender can lead to greater harmony and well-being. If you find these lessons insightful, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more transformative content. For a deeper exploration of Eckhart Tolle's teachings, you can find links to both the ebook and audiobook versions of The Power of Now in the description below. Remember to like this video, share it with others who might benefit, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our latest uploads. Let's continue this journey of acceptance and presence together. Lesson 5. The Ego and Its Illusions. Key idea. In The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle delves deeply into the concept of the ego and its role in creating a false sense of self. The ego is essentially a mental construct built on identification with things, roles, and thoughts. It thrives on separation and comparison, constantly seeking validation and reinforcing its sense of self through external achievements, possessions, and social status. This false sense of self created by the ego leads to a myriad of conflicts and suffering. Because the ego is based on comparison and competition, it is inherently unstable and prone to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and anxiety. It constantly seeks more recognition, more success, more approval, never truly satisfied. This pursuit can lead to a lifetime of striving and discontent. Practical application. To begin transcending the ego and its illusions, consider these practical steps. 1. Observe the ego. Start by becoming aware of the ego's influence on your thoughts and actions. Notice when you are seeking validation, comparing yourself to others, or feeling a sense of superiority or inferiority. These are signs that the ego is at play. 2. Detach from identifications. Recognize that your true self is not defined by your roles, possessions, or accomplishments. Practice detaching from these external identifiers. For example, if you find yourself wrapped up in a role or title, remind yourself that these are just aspects of your life, not the essence of who you are. 3. Practice self-inquiry. Engage in self-inquiry to understand the nature of your true self. Ask yourself questions like, who am I beyond my thoughts and roles? And what is the essence of my being if I am not defined by external achievements? 4. Cultivate presence. Spend time in the present moment, where the ego has less influence. By focusing on the now, you can experience your true self more clearly, free from the distortions of egoic thinking. 5. Embrace humility. Practice humility, and recognize that you are part of a larger whole. This helps dissolve the ego's need for separation and comparison. Embrace the idea that you are interconnected with all beings, beyond the confines of individual identity. By applying these practices, you can begin to see through the illusions of the ego and reconnect with your true essence. This shift in perspective can lead to greater peace, fulfillment, and a more authentic experience of life. If you're finding these insights valuable, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more enlightening summaries and practical tips. For a deeper dive into Eckhart Tolle's teachings, check out the links to both the ebook and audiobook versions of The Power of Now in the description below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Let's continue to explore the nature of the self together. Lesson 6. Finding Freedom Through Presence. Key idea. Eckhart Tolle emphasizes that true freedom is not achieved through changing external circumstances, but through transforming your inner state by embracing the present moment. Many people seek freedom by trying to alter their surroundings, hoping that new conditions, achievements, or possessions will bring them lasting happiness. However, Tolle teaches that this approach often leads to temporary relief, rather than true liberation. The real key to freedom lies in your ability to cultivate a state of presence. When you are fully present, you free yourself from the constraints of past regrets and future anxieties. This inner transformation allows you to experience life with a profound sense of peace and fulfillment, regardless of your external situation. By focusing on the present moment, you align yourself with your true self and the essence of life itself. Practical application. To find freedom through presence, try incorporating these practices into your daily life. 1. Engage fully in the moment. Whether you're performing a mundane task or facing a challenging situation, bring your full attention to the present moment. Notice the sensations, sounds, and feelings associated with the activity. By immersing yourself completely in what you are doing, you enhance your experience and reduce stress. 2. Practice mindfulness in everyday activities. Use routine activities as opportunities to practice presence. For example, while eating, focus on the taste and texture of your food. During conversations, listen attentively without letting your mind wander. This helps you build a habit of being present in all aspects of life. 3. Use breathing as an anchor. When you feel yourself drifting into thoughts about the past or future, use your breath as an anchor to bring yourself back to the present. Take a few deep breaths and focus on the rhythm of your breathing. This simple practice can quickly ground you in the here and now. 4. Observe your reactions. Pay attention to how you react to different situations. When faced with challenges, observe your initial responses and try to approach them from a place of presence rather than reacting impulsively. This shift in perspective can help you handle difficulties with greater clarity and calm. 5. Create moments of stillness. Set aside time each day for moments of stillness and reflection. This could be through meditation, quiet contemplation, or simply sitting in silence. These moments help you reconnect with your inner self and reinforce the habit of presence. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you can cultivate a deeper sense of inner freedom and fulfillment. True freedom comes from within and is accessible through the power of presence. Finding freedom through presence can lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. If you're enjoying these lessons, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insightful summaries and practical advice. For a comprehensive exploration of Eckhart Tolle's teachings, check out the links to both the ebook and audiobook versions of The Power of Now in the description below. Be sure to like this video, share it with others who might benefit, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Let's continue to explore the transformative power of presence together. Lesson 7. Relationships as Spiritual Practice. Key idea. In The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle explores how relationships serve as a profound mirror for our own state of consciousness. Our interactions with others can reveal much about our inner self, and either reinforce the ego or become a pathway to spiritual growth. Relationships can highlight our patterns of thought, emotional reactions, and areas where we may be operating from egoic impulses. Instead of viewing relationships solely as sources of personal gratification or conflict, Tolle suggests that they can become a spiritual practice in presence and love. By approaching relationships with awareness and openness, we transform them into opportunities for personal growth and deeper connection. This shift from ego-based interactions to presence-based connections can lead to more harmonious and fulfilling relationships. Practical application. To transform your relationships into spiritual practices, consider the following steps. 1. Listen deeply. Practice active listening when interacting with others. Give your full attention to the person you're with, without interrupting or planning your response while they're speaking. This deep listening fosters genuine connection and shows respect and presence. 2. Practice compassion. Approach your relationships with compassion and understanding. Recognize that everyone is on their own journey and may be dealing with their own challenges. By cultivating empathy, you can respond to others with kindness and support. 3. Let go of control. Release the need to control or change others. Understand that you cannot dictate how others think, feel, or behave. Instead, focus on being present and responding authentically to what is happening in the moment. 4. Reflect on your reactions. Observe your emotional responses in relationships. Are they coming from a place of ego or from genuine presence and love? Reflecting on your reactions helps you identify patterns and work towards more mindful interactions. 5. Embrace conflict as growth. When conflicts arise, view them as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your ego. Approach disagreements with an open heart and a willingness to understand the other person's perspective. Use these moments to practice presence and deepen your connection. By integrating these practices, you can turn your relationships into powerful avenues for spiritual growth and self-discovery. This approach not only enhances your connections with others, but also enriches your own journey of presence and love. Transforming relationships into spiritual practices can lead to deeper and more meaningful connections. If you're finding these lessons valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more enlightening content and practical advice. For a deeper dive into Eckhart Tolle's teachings, check out the links to both the ebook and audiobook versions of The Power of Now in the description below. Recap. In this summary, we've explored 7 transformative lessons from Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now that can significantly enhance your life. Here's a brief recap. 1. You are not your mind. Recognize that you are not defined by your thoughts. By observing your thoughts without attachment, you create space for your true self to emerge. 2. The power of presence. True peace and fulfillment come from being fully present in the moment, rather than being lost in past regrets or future worries. 3. Overcoming the pain body. Acknowledge and bring emotional pain into the light of consciousness to begin the healing process, transforming the pain body. 4. Acceptance and surrender. Embrace the present moment as it is. Acceptance allows you to flow with life's events, rather than resist them. 5. The ego and its illusions. Understand that the ego thrives on identification and separation. Transcend the ego by recognizing your true self beyond these illusions. 6. Finding freedom through presence. True freedom is found in transforming your inner state through presence, rather than changing external circumstances. 7. Relationships as spiritual practice. Use relationships as a mirror for your consciousness. Approach them with presence, compassion, and openness to foster deeper connections. Final thoughts. Integrating these lessons into your daily life can lead to a more peaceful, conscious, and fulfilling existence. By embracing the present moment and applying these insights, you open the door to profound personal transformation and a deeper connection with yourself and others. If you found these lessons insightful, explore the full depth of Eckhart Tolle's teachings in The Power of Now. You can find links to both the ebook and audiobook versions in the description below. For more summaries of life-changing books and practical advice, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Like this video, share it with others who might benefit, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Thank you for joining us on this journey towards living in the now. Let's continue to explore and grow together.